I'll be honest. Today's been one of those dreary days. Just one of those near days. So, and just like, why do I do this? Hello, we're being selfish. I'm being selfish. I want to play Splatoon. I'm being selfish because I'm tired. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, that's good to know actually that I can configure things from here. Because I've been doing the dual live streaming between YouTube and Twitch, and what I can't figure out is why, for some reason, my YouTube is on there twice. It is on there 2 times, and I cannot work it out. I cannot, for the life of me, work it out. It is very, very confusing. But hey-o. What can you do about it? Also, I tried I tried doing some delay, because I realized that the Switch, for some reason, whatever, there's an audio delay built into it, which I've figured out. It's 800 milliseconds. Sorry, I'm just getting comfy. There is an audio delay of 800 milliseconds. And I'm trying... I decided, hey, how about I delay the video? Can I delay the video so that it syncs up? That's how I found out. But it's a delay of 800. That's a bit useless, perfectly honest. That's bad. So I figured that out. And then I was like, okay. But then I've got to delay me. Now how do I do that? And that I couldn't figure out. So I've had to drop the delay. Which is a shame, because I want there to be a sync up, and I'm getting there. I still can't figure out the audio issue, because I tried before I started the stream. I plugged in wired headphones to try and be like, okay, see if I can figure out what the problem is. Nope, it's not having it. It's got to be the capture card then. It can only be the capture card. Where are you coming from? You're coming from over there. There we go. So it's got to be the capture card. And it's not an Elgato, because I tried Elgato. Problem with an Elgato is a problem unique to me, unfortunately, because I use a RAID. Not a Twitch RAID, but I use a storage RAID, because I have multiple hard drives. And the storage hard drive requires a USB-C, and for some reason to which I cannot figure out. The raid is not compatible with the Elgato. And so I had to return the Elgato because I can't unplug the raid to use the Elgato because some of the core programs uses the raid. So it's like, okay, so what else can I do? So I ended up getting an Ava Media Live Gamer Mini, which doesn't go through USB-C, it goes through USB-A, and that is probably the problem. Is that it's going through USB-A and not USB-C. If you don't know what that means, it means that it is a slower connection. USB-C is a faster connection than USB-A. A lot faster. And it's what things like Elgatos rely on. It's also what the raid relies on. And it just won't work through the... just won't work through the thing. So I'm stumped. I think honestly, if I can work out how to delay my own voice, if I can work out how to delay my own voice, then I've got this nailed on. Ah! Damn it. That was so close. That was so close. But yeah, if I can figure out how to delay my own voice by the same amount, then we've got no problem. And everything's hunky-dory. But I just need to figure out how to delay my own voice, basically. That is what this is relying on. But if I can delay my, because it's the audio from the Switch that is delayed. The video, completely clear. The video is clear. My microphone is clear. Like, all of that is no problem. It's the audio for some reason. For some reason, the audio will not run at the same time as a video. And it runs separately. And I do not know why. Because I'm not... I mean, I'm smart, but again, I'm still new to this. And if you know anything about streaming is a technological nightmare. Things work because they work. You need to get off that tower. Sod off. So yeah, so it's... yeah. It's, yeah, do some testing over the weekend. Because yeah, I do want to focus my content now because I'm not necessarily done with Marvel Rivals, but I'm realizing that there's not a lot of point to streaming it. Like, yes, I'm getting in on a big channel, I'm getting like the big numbers, but I'm not getting any value out of it. I'm getting lost in the shuffle. So it's better to go for something smaller and something that, to be perfectly honest, I'm probably better at. I want to see that again. I can't decide if that was blind or not. I don't think it was good as the blind one. Oh, you're all getting in on this. But yes, I have put a lot more hours into this game, and I am a lot better at this game than I am at Rivals. And I think that'll always be the case. So I think Rivals will just become my off-stream game. And it'll just be something that I play in my own time, in my own leisure, while I'm just relaxing. Because I'm not too bothered about like the competitive element of it per se. Oh god. Sorry, my glasses. I'm not too particularly bothered about the competitive element of this, of Rivals. And especially because of the type of game that it is. It's like, there are people that will care. They will like, properly care. And I imagine that, because I was playing a bit afterwards. I was playing a bit after stream yesterday. Sorry, my neighbours upstairs are doing something. I was playing a bit afterwards last night, and it was fun. I enjoyed it, but definitely it was just I just sort of had this sudden realization of like, I'm not really gonna get anywhere with this, especially since I'm playing as a solo player and I'm relying on other solo players to get me up the ranks. And let's be perfectly honest, you shouldn't really rely on solo players. Like, being solo in that game is rough. It is a rough experience. You can have fun with it. You can absolutely have fun with it. But basically you can't take it seriously. Because if you take it seriously, then it doesn't become enjoyable anymore. And at some point, you've just got to cut your losses and say, this is what it is. Like that, basically. Like, if I look at the stats for that game is probably just going to be a straight up washout. And it's just going to be, well, it's not going to be pleasant to look at the stats. Two and two. That's not bad. I thought I'd done worse. Come on, let's have a look. Yeah, yeah. And here's the main difference between Splatoon and Rivals. It's because it's 4v4. And 4v4, you as an individual have more power. You as an individual are able to do more. You're able to have more influence. And so if you as an individual start popping off, then the whole team benefits. And you can do 4v1s in this game. It is possible to do a 1v4 in this game. There we go. I'll take tower. I'll take tower. Go on. You go. I'll take tower. So yes, it's very possible to do 4v1s in this game. Or 1v4 I should say, and come out victorious. Against them on the left. Nope, wasn't going to win that. Dropping in here. So as an individual, you have more power, basically, and you can feel more powerful in this game than you can something like Marvel Rivals. And especially with the way that Rivals does its role system, the fact that it's tank, DPS support, you need to rely on your teammates. Yes, you as an individual can pop off. Nice. You as an individual can pop off. But if you're not working with your team and you're just going out and doing your own thing, like a lot of teammates at my level do, then you just get owned, basically. Because you're just not going to get anywhere. Yes, as a DPS or whatever term they use. I don't actually know the terms that they use. I've done you twice now. Have you not learned? You don't sit there. I'm going to sit there and take you out. And then I'm going to get taken out myself. That is one of the most satisfying things to do in the back line. Is just, you know, people who try and challenge you, just like repeatedly take them out. And just be like, no, stop. That backline still up? No. Ooh. You almost got me. No, and you did get me. Fine. Yeah, no. Yeah, because the way that DPS is working Rivals is that, yes, they have incredible strength and incredible damage capabilities, but they're also flimsy. They're glass cannons. And if you put enough sustained damage on them, they go down. I'm going to take you out a third time. Go on, I've got this. Go on, you go. Alright, fine. Alright, fine. You take tower. I'll go. Can't reach you, can I? No, fine. Yeah, but as a DPS in Rivals, you are incredibly flimsy. And so you rely on your teammates to provide you with healing and support, basically. And you rely on them to give that to you, basically. Whereas the way that Splatoon works is, yes, there are designated roles in the game, but that's determined by the weapon, not the character. Every character is the same, and every character has the same abilities. The only difference is your weapon. And so it's not necessarily about what role you fit best into. It's about what weapon fits you. And what weapon is best suited for you. Because then that determines your playstyle. Abilities and such don't matter. What matters is the weapon. So Rivals is going to go on the back burner. Nice shot. Oh, and you were a smaller one as well. Yeah, so Rivals is going to go on the back burner because it's as much as I enjoy that game, it's not going to do me well for streaming. I need to focus elsewhere. I need to focus on things that A, I am good at, or B, I can like have long-term sustained pushes at. This is a game that I'm good at. Some of the time. Am I jumping into death? I might be jumping into death here. Oh, I am jumping into death. Again, some of the time. Some of the time I'm doing good. Also, I realise I'm just coming up to my usual start time. No, I normally, after work, I normally like to do some exercise. Do some exercise, get some food, and then stream. But today I feel so tired. Today I feel so tired. Which is why I didn't want to write. I was just like, no, if I write today, it's not going to be good. Don't want to jump on you. There's still one in this area. There may still be one behind. We'll see. Oh, that was a smart reflex. Smart. I'm not gonna jump in. So yeah, no, I just wanted to say I didn't do that today. Had some food and I was just like, oh, let's just stream. And again, like if I had like a more consistent audience, I might see it differently, you know. I might be like, oh, well, this, you know, these people are expecting me at this time, so I need to wait until this time. But again, because I don't have that consistent audience yet, I'm just like, oh, you know what, let's stream. Half an hour is half an hour. Like, it's not going to kill me in the end. It's not going to kill me in the end if I do stream half an hour earlier. The question is, though, could I bring my streams to the early start time? So I thought about this beforehand. It was like, could I start earlier at 6 PM? Do my 2.5 hours like I normally do, and then do my exercises? Like, would that be better? I don't know. It would probably... Oh, where are you? You're still up there? It would probably... Hello! It would probably still require some testing. Hello! What's up? I'm existing. That's probably the way of it. You have to excuse me, it's a bit of a... Where are you? Oh, you're there. It's a bit of a low energy stream tonight, because just things, basically, just life. How the hell did we lose that? That's annoying. That's very annoying. So yeah, normally I do apologise. I do try and be a bit more high energy. But all that and fine. How long have I been streaming in general? Only about a few months, basically. Just a few months, so I'm still new to it all. Oh, I can't check because I haven't got the... hang on, I'm gonna... The multi-chat that I use doesn't give me the ability to do and just double check things and all that. But yeah, no, I've just been streaming for I've been streaming for a few months basically, so technically still a newcomer. But like, there's still things I'm trying to learn. Like, I'm still trying to learn how to do that. What kind of games do you play usually? Can you do me a favor? Can you do exclamation art, please? Just want to double check something. Yeah, exclamation art, please, if you could. I mean, at least give me the follow. If you're gonna sake. If you're gonna come in here and try and sell me stuff, at least give me the follow first of all. Boy. I did, it was very probably yesterday. I had the, some people setting up the the all caps thing. So I turn that off on mobile. Just happened. Just leave me in peace. You're so friendly. Wow, you're so friendly. Wow. I can't believe that. No, sod off. At least give me the follow. If you're gonna try and sell me stuff, at least give me the follow before you try and ping me for stupid AI art and stuff like that. Stupid bot. It had to be, didn't it? When I'm, you know, just having a low energy. Ah! That was orgasmically good. Do you have Discord? For you? No. Give me the follow. Come on. Yeah, that's the follow. Good, and now you can start off. Why isn't it setting off the alert? Oh. Any other social? Yeah, exclamation mark social. Or socials. But you won't do that, because you don't know how to. Any other socials? It's in the bloody title. Can you not read? Where are they? Oh, where are they? I'm that busy. I'm that busy focusing on a bot that I'm not actually doing well in this match. Oh yeah, this is a follow. I mean, half my follows come from bots anyway, so it's like, whatever. I don't care. I'm long past the age. Oh, sod off. Sod off and get out of there. I was thinking about this the other night, actually, when I was lying in bed. Come on, get out of it. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. I was thinking about this the other night while I was lying in bed. And sort of like what made me this way. What made me this sort of miserable person. If you think I'm scammer, how about you learn English? Also, you're capitalizing every single... let me win this match and then I'm gonna time out. I'm gonna time out this person. There we go. Oh, I can't time out from... Oh, damn it. I have to time out from... Alright. And goodbye. And that deals with them. Yeah, I was thinking about it the other night while I was just laying in bed. And just like, you know, what made me this way? Like, what made me this sort of miserable person that I am today? Excuse me. I'm gonna quickly write down. Sorry for a second. I don't know where that came from all of a sudden. My apologies. 35. Yeah, I was thinking about it the other night, just lying in bed. It was like, what made me this way? And it was like, well, trust in people. Unfortunately, like, too many times I've been too trusting of people around me and too willing to do things for them. And sorry, I'm just focusing on this. And I've just been too trusting, basically, and as a result, they've basically just taken advantage of me. They've basically taken advantage of my kindness, basically. And the fact that I'm willing to help and, you know, willing to help out people and all that. And people have basically just taken advantage of it. And oh, come on. There we go. I got caught out by the other bow, didn't I? Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to think. And because of that, people have taken advantage of me over the years. Nice. And they've taken. I will get a story out eventually. They've taken advantage of my kindness, and they've taken advantage of what I do and what I bring, and they've just done it for their own good. And as a result of it, I've never gotten anything in return for it, because they've essentially just used me. Essentially. They've just used me for their own good, basically. Ooh, there's a bit of a scramble. Let's get our way out of the scramble first of all. Scramble. Can we come in from the other side? Yes, we can. There we go, and now we're out of the scramble. There you go, in there, lovely. Oh, come on! Oh, it deals with them. But no, I've just been too trusting of people, basically. And so many people have just taken advantage of that. And so because of that, I've grown to distrust people, basically. And I've grown to distrust the system. Because I feel like all the system does is the system uses you for its own good and not for the benefit of others. Which is what I'd love it to be. But sadly it seems that we just seem to live in this era of just greed and people only looking out for themselves instead of looking out for others. And it's just made me very miserable as a person, unfortunately, because as much as I would love to be happy and helping people, I can't bring myself to do it. Because I know that eventually people will stab me in the back. And all of these bots are just perfect examples of that. That's a great example, by the way, of what I was talking about earlier, how one person can basically change the match. Yes, it was a tight game, but the fact that we basically had like a monster on our side, that definitely turned the match in our favour. But yeah, it's why bots just annoy me. It's why, like, bots annoy me, and why all the people that come in here and like, oh, I gave you a follow, can you follow me back? Like, no, sod off. You just want to use me. You're not interested in me as an individual. You're not interested in me as a person. You just want to use me. So why should I help you? Just get that off. I was gonna die anyway, so it was like, get that off and just get it going. So, yeah. As much as I would love to be positive and, you know, be a ray of sunshine, cloud and sunshine and flowers and woo and all this, I can't. The world has just battered me, unfortunately. And the world has just taught me that the world is woo, and that in order to survive in it, you have to be selfish. And that's what it is for me. You know, that's what streaming is. This is a very selfish endeavor that I'm doing. You know, I'm not doing this, you know, yes, I do want to make people happy. I love making people smile. I love making people happy. But I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this because I want to be happy. I'm doing this because I want to do something that I can be proud of. not someone else. That's the whole reason for doing this. And I'm very bullish about it. And I'm very sort of ignorant about it. But screw it. I'm going to do this my way. And if anyone wants to complain about it, or moan about it, then start up OBS, you know? If you think you're better, go for it. Like that's one of the great things about streaming, is that it's such a low entry barrier. Like, if you think you're good enough, if you think you can do it, do it. What's stopping you? I'm gonna get out of the situation. There we go. So yeah, it's... Again, I apologise for being negative. I realise a lot of people do not want to hear from a negative streamer, but... Unfortunately, it's just one of those days, you know. It's... Everyone has them. Everyone has those negative days where things just don't go your way. And you can bottle it up, you know. You could put a mask on, and you could say... You could say, oh, you know, everything's fine, everything's dandy, everything's A-okay. Or, you can talk about it. Because, in the end, everything's not okay, everything's not fine, and it's important that we talk about it. You know? It's important that we talk about this stuff. Yeah. You know, it's important that we talk about things like this. And we learn to express ourselves, both positively and negatively. Because it's very important to see, if you bottle it up, and if you don't do anything with it, sorry if I'm hitting the microphone, am I hitting the microphone? Oh, I think I am. Apologies. If you do nothing about it, and you just bottle it up, and you just keep it all inside, and you don't do anything about it, you're gonna be miserable. You're just gonna be miserable, basically. Because you're just not gonna have that outlet. And it's important for you to have that outlet, you know. It's important to have that outlet where you can just be yourself, and you can just turn around and say, you know what? Everything's not okay. Yeah. As I thought. Go around the back. Yeah. There we go. It's important to retreat when you know. It's important for you as an individual to realize when you're not okay. And to realize when you need to take a step back, maybe do something a bit different. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing like, it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to like be disgusted with. It's perfectly normal for you to turn around and be like, you know, I'm not feeling good. It's a perfectly natural feeling. The problem is you've got all these different sources and all these different people saying, no, your life can be so much better, your life isn't bad, your life isn't terrible, it's good, it's great. Like, why should you complain? Why should you moan? Well, is it? Is it that good? Or is it just, as has happened to me before, sadly, people telling you that your life is good? And in fact, you eventually find out that your life is only good to help them and not yourself. Please tell me you're taking this one out. Thank you. Too short. Yeah, eventually you... I might be jumping into death here. Yeah, I'm jumping into death. I survived a shot though. Survived one. Yeah, no, you may find yourself in that situation where you've got someone telling you that your life is great, when in actual fact it isn't. It's just all a mirage. They think it's great because they're personally benefiting from it. But the reality is that it's not great. And the reality is that you're being used. And it's not pleasant. I unfortunately have personal experience in this. And I won't go into too much detail because I know I'll get accused of trauma dumping and triminating, which is something I've never really understood. Like, oh, you know, you're being negative, stop trauma dumping. Right. In my personal opinion, you're only trauma dumping if you're looking for sympathy. Like in my personal opinion, trauma dumping is when someone tells a negative story because they want a certain reaction. Because they want people to feel sorry for them. And they want people to feel sad for them, basically. That's trauma dumping, in my opinion. Talking about negative things is not necessarily trauma dumping, so long as you're not trying to manipulate people. Yes, you can sometimes talk too heavily about negative things, And you know, it can be a bit uncomfortable. That's understandable. Jesus, how many more times am I going to get this map? But it doesn't necessarily mean that people are trying to, you know, make people feel sad about it. They're just trying to explain things. Like, I could talk about, again, I won't, but I could talk about a lot of the negative things that have happened in my life. And I could say, well, I've had this happen to me, and this, and this, and this. And like all these different things. But I don't want people to feel sympathy for me. I'm not trying to... Where are you from there? I'm not trying to manipulate people because of it. All I'm trying to do is explain to people what I went through. And in some cases, educate people on what not to do. And just sort of be like, hey, I went through this scenario. This, and this happened. It was a rough time. But at the end of it, I learned this, and this. That's not a bad thing. That, you know, that, in my personal opinion, would not be considered trauma dumping. Because I'm not trying to manipulate people to feel sorry for me. And especially me, again, I wouldn't mention any instances, but I can see personally, a lot of the negative things that happened in my life, I brought upon myself. Like, why should people feel sorry for me for things that I have done to myself? That's not right. But I've also learned a lot from those experiences. I've learned, you know, what not to do, but also how to look at things and how to perceive things. I've learned a lot of life experience out of it all. And yeah, I'm a very different person to who I used to be, you know. I've changed a lot over the years. And so like, oh, they had disconnect. Oh, that's terrible. Well, let's finish this up then. No, as I say, you know, I've learned a lot from all of those experiences. And I'm grateful for those experiences as well. As bad as they were bad. I learned a lot of valuable life lessons from those experiences. And those experiences made me stronger. And by not talking about them, by not learning from them, I wouldn't be the person I am today. And I think overall, I probably would have been a worse person. Like, I probably wouldn't have been anywhere near the person that I am today. And there would have been a lot of things that I simply ignored and just chose to ignore, basically. And there would have been so many things that I just wouldn't have learned. Nice. And that's a bit sad, really, because I kind of like the person I am today. You know, it's the person that I am today has learned a lot of different things, and has definitely grown up and is a lot more knowledgeable than the person that I used to be. And a lot of it comes from those experiences. A lot of it comes from those rough times. Because it was in those rough times that I learned who I was as an individual. Because that's when you really learn who you are as an individual, is when you're put under pressure. You know, when the spotlight is on you. And especially like when there's no one else but you. And it's literally just you. That's when you truly learn who you are as an individual. That's when you truly learn what makes you who you are. And that's what I learned. And again, would I have been, you know, if I didn't acknowledge these, you know, these tough times, if I didn't acknowledge that I was going through tough times, would I be the same person that I am today? No. Because I think I just don't think I would have learned what I learned. You know, I don't think I would have learned what I have. I think I would have just been ignorant to it. And I don't think being ignorant is the right choice, you know. I think sometimes you've got to admit that, you know, yeah, you're not right. You're not in a good place. And sometimes you need to have those hard talks with yourself. And just, you know, just realize, you know, you won't, you know, like you may not realize right away, you may not realize right away that you're getting done in by a umbrella from behind. Like, you may not realize, like, you know, what it is that needs changing. But even just recognizing that something is wrong, that you're not in a good place, like that is such a huge step in itself. I remember when I was going through my own issues, and I was like, it's nothing, and it kept getting stacked because I was just denying it. And eventually got to become very serious. Oh, with 3v4. That makes sense. And eventually it just got to be very serious. And it wasn't until I admitted that something was wrong and that I confided in someone about it, did things start to change? Did things start to get better? It's kind of one of the reasons why I'm writing The Nightmare Killers. Because The Nightmare Killers is basically everything that I've learned from dealing with all my issues like depression and anxiety and everything like that. And I've taken that journey that I've been on and I've put it into a story and I've given it life. That's, you know, that's why I keep saying that story is very personal to me. It is, because it's basically all about my journey and everything that I've been through. And, you know, put simply, if I hadn't been on that journey, I wouldn't have been inspired to write The Nightmare Killers. So I had to go through that journey. It's, you know, we can sit here and say that life is sunshine and roses and all of that, but to do that would be to deny something that is so critical to growing up and to learning about who you are. And that is perspective, truth, honesty, and reflection. And not getting your ass kicked in on the way. It's, you know, a very, very long time ago, I thought I was a perfectionist. I genuinely thought I was a perfectionist. And that everything I did was perfect, and that everything had to be perfect. You know, nothing could be wrong. God forbid if something was wrong like that. God forbid if something was wrong, like, you know. It just couldn't be in my life. Because why would it be? I am perfect. And then that all came crashing down. And it all just got destroyed. And I suddenly realized I wasn't perfect. And when I lost that, I lost, well, everything basically. Because that was my whole identity at the time. Oh, sorry. Hi. Sorry, I'm in the middle of sort of. I'm having like an inner monologue. I went for so long with no one being here. I sort of had an inner monologue of myself. Hang on. Let me finish my point and I'll answer your question. But like, I basically just lost who I was, basically, because I lost that perfectionist trait in me. And it took me a long, long time to finally admit that. Admit that, you know, I wasn't perfect, that something was wrong, and that I had to do something about it. And now, you know, I'm a lot better off. I realise now that... Hang on. Focus on you. No. I realise now that I'm a lot better off, because I'm not so you know, I'm not so focused on perfectionism. I'm me, and nothing's going to change that. Anyway, apologies. You literally caught me in the middle of a sort of... To basically explain, I had a bot come in, and it sort of... It just annoyed me a bit, and I sort of went on a... How long have I been going? 40 minutes? Basically just going on an introspective, basically. So yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. It's yeah, let me finish this game and then I'll talk. There we go. Yeah, I am fine. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's just one of those days, you know. It's ups and downs and everything like that. And it's just, unfortunately, it's one of those down days. Which is why I'm playing Splatoon. Because I just wanted a bit of a comfort game, basically. I just wanted to do a bit of comfort. If you're asking about my rank... Nope. There we go. Currently S, but that dropped from S+0. Which I last achieved... It was when the final catalog came out. That was when I last achieved S+. Yeah, and that was when I got like X rank and things like that. And in terms of weapons that I main, two different types. Tri-stringer, which I have 5-star on both. And then I sort of go between a few different Splatons, mainly the heavy and the Hydra. That scared him off, didn't I? I was that focused because I thought halfway through, oh, this will make a great YouTube video, and so I didn't want the I didn't want the flow of the content to be broken. And so I wanted to keep going. I wanted to keep like finishing my, you know, try and finish it off. And so like it has like a nice finish to it. And I think I scared them, unfortunately. Which is a shame. That's annoying. Unfortunately. But it is what it is. So yeah. I don't know. It's just nice to have, you know, perspective, and just sort of. It's. Focus on that. Where are you? There you are. Like, you know, it's okay to not be okay. And that's a very difficult lesson to learn. I shouldn't have jumped down. Oh no, I don't know, I might actually be good at it. No, I'm not. That's... Again, that's sort of one of the difficulties of all this shtick. It's like... anyone can play a video game, but it's how do you make the video game interesting to an audience? Well, you've got to talk, you know. You can't just sit here and be like, you know, because as good as you may be, it's sadly not interesting. Plus as well, like, you know, I'm doing this as well to learn how to talk instead of just sitting there and being mute, because that's what I do all day. I just sit at home all day and I be mute, because my job doesn't require me to talk to anyone, not a soul. I could literally become a mute, and no one would be none the wiser. And you always just think, oh, no, they've not changed. So, like, you know, I want to talk. I want to... Oh, you almost got me. So, like, you know, I want to talk. I want to have conversations. And when you're on your own, you can only do so much. This guy's really starting to keep me up now. Okay, there you are. No, I'm flushing you out. Come on. You know what? I'm gonna get out while I can. Well, put it this way, I was a distraction. Because we managed to push right away. And got taken down. Hey, come on. We gotta keep this moving. Yeah, no, that's a... Because that's how it is on the internet. That's again, that's the thing that annoys me. Is that any time you're negative on the internet, people just immediately think there's something wrong. And people think there's something wrong with you. Let's switch mode. It's what's clams? Alright, fine, I'll do some clams. I'll do some hydra. Like, people think that, hello, anytime you're negative, people are like, are you okay? Are you okay? Hello? What do you mean, no? Why did you put the damn auto? Hang on, I turned off the caps lock. I turned it off so it wouldn't auto mod for caps lock. Can't say that now. Well, I haven't changed anything, so the likelihood is you probably couldn't have said it in the first place. The only thing I've changed is that caps lock is now allowed. Everything else remains the same, so the likelihood is you probably couldn't have said it in the first place. But nice to see you. You'll have to excuse me, but I'm I think I scared your friend because I'm not. I mean, I say I'm in a bad mood. I'm not pissed off. I'm just sort of more like nah, about the whole thing. And then I ended up going into like oh god. I ended up going into like a 45-minute rant about like negativity and sort of talking about it and like trauma dumping and things like that. And just sort of talking about those types of things basically. And I think I scared your friend off basically. The general gist is like, you know, it's okay to not be okay. Like, you know, it's okay to not be perfect. In a world where we are judged so quickly and everyone is so just, you know, judged so quickly for the slightest little things. It's hard to forget that sometimes everything is not as rosy as it seems. So yeah, I apologise for scaring your friend. It was not intentional. It was, I'll be completely honest, I might turn it into I might edit that bit out and sort of make it like its own little like YouTube video. So I didn't want to interrupt the flow of it, basically. Where are you all? Are you all here? I'm gonna flush you all out. Why did I have a feeling you'd say that? So yeah, no, I say I'm okay, all things considered. It's just you know, it's just one of those meh days, basically. Why are none of you? It's the problem with playing solo clams, is that it's so clams clans requires you to be so coordinated, and it's difficult in solo play to be coordinated. Ooh, I'm gonna drop you. So it's basically just a load of solo plays, basically. I'm almost never happy. I mean, happy is sort of... Happiness is different for everyone, you know. It's not necessarily about being happy, it's about being content. It's about saying, yeah, I can live with this, you know. I can live in the situation that I am in. And I can make do with it. And hopefully down the line, I can improve it. And eventually, I can make things better for myself. That's life, basically. We're not going to win this. That's what life is, basically. Is just trying to be content with things. Being content with who you are, the skin that you live in, and just everything else around you. And only when you're not content do you start wanting to change things. And wanting to change things in your life. It's, again, perspective is a very, very powerful tool. You can learn a lot from perspective. There's a lot you can learn from it. Hey, vey. So yeah. Again, it's just one of those days, unfortunately. It's just one of those days where it's just like, But, got a new follower. Can't argue with that. It was a bot which started this whole bloody thing off. Bloody bot came into the channel and started trying to sell me on stuff, and it was like, you're not even gonna bloody follow the channel. At least give me the follow before you start trying to sell me on stuff, you idiot. And eventually gave me the follow. So I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that, eh? At least it's one more. Maybe one day I'll get affiliate. One day. Right, come on, let's actually play the game. I feel like I've been spending all this time talking. Is there someone down here? Well, thank you. That's very, no. You stay right there. Is there anyone else? No. Okay. Let's move around here. No, thank you for that. That's very nice. That's very kind of you. It'll happen one day. It's just, you know, just gotta stick through it, basically. You've got to stick at life's challenges, basically. It'll be a nice little video though, because I did start thinking about that and sort of, yeah, you get back here. I did start thinking about that and sort of like, you know, really good segment. You know, if there's a good like 10, 15 minutes of conversation and like taking it out of the VOD and you know, taking it out of the VOD and making it its own little video, because that will get more traction than a 2-hour live stream. You're British, you colonise the world, you colonise Twitch. I mean, we sort of have colonised Twitch in a way. Come on. There we go. I'm going to deal with you. And now I'm just going to sit here and defend. Yeah, there was no point in me trying to go for that. I don't know if this is the right weapon. I mean, it's the weapon I feel most comfortable with in terms of between the heavy and the Hydra. It's just a long charge time. It's a bit of a problem. Yeah, because I can't do that. I can't do the... Oh, no, I can. Right, you go down, you go down. And then that goes off. That's sorry. Oh, what's happening? We're now putting tower control. But we'll stick at it. We'll stick at it for now and we'll see what we can get. But we might end a bit early. Right, go, go, go! Go! Yes! They'll get a response in, but we can set up for defense. I'm gonna use the cheap one. Okay, so you're the only person I care about. Yes! I broke the barrier. Let me have a look at the schedule, let me see what's coming up. Because let's pause series here. Oh, it's rain coming up next. What's salmon run currently? Yeah, you know, let's do a bit of salmon. Let's do a bit of salmon for what, 20 minutes or so. I have to use this weapon out of all the weapons. Weapon line up again. That. I mean, as long as I can get special capture, that should be fine. Hey. Right, let's see. Take you. Oh god, we're starting on 23, alright. So we're starting pretty high up. Oh, thank you! Hey! Hey, about this map. Take you down. Oh, you got in the way. This is what salmon's good for. Salmon's good for like quick reflexes. This is where the controls really come into play. Like Samurai is just so smooth. I have no more range. I need other people to help me. Oh god. That wasn't that bad. I can't just keep falling down. Yeah, I got new glasses, and I had the frames widened a little bit. The person that was telling me was like, you know, I didn't want to widen them too much because they will eventually expand and start falling off your face. The problem was that when they first originally gave them to me, I was like digging into the sides of my head. And it was just like I couldn't do it basically. I couldn't deal with it. I needed them widening. But now that I've had time to adjust to them, now they're just constantly falling off. What is everyone? This is the other thing about salmon runners, there's so much madness and chaos happening. You just gotta sort of deal with it. Ah damn, ah damn, ah damn. Stick. Oh, so good. And I get go. But I managed to save both my specials. Oh, come on. There's the rangers with it. There we go. Start taking you up down. Why am I not doing them? Am I literally being useless? Come on, come on, come on. Fight through frame rate. Fight through the frame rate. Ooh. No. Nope. Thank you. I think honestly we're gonna end there. It's yeah. I don't want to drag this out any longer than I have to, honestly. And as much as I want to try and be consistent with it, I have to realize I have to be in the mood for it, basically. So I think, honestly, it's for the best that we just end there for the day. So apologies that it's a bit of a shorter stream, but I hope you understand, basically. Streams will return next week, and I think next week we are going to start on Dead Cells. We'll get away from the multiplayer stuff, and I think we're gonna start cracking on with Dead Cells, because I really want to start playing that game. So I think we're gonna focus on that then. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.